on your necks. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listening. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let you stop rubbing, or she's flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jim always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue and let me stop rubbing, or she's flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey Hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the perfect match. It must be Christmas. The Christmas pajamas are out. It is officially Christmas. 4 days to go, I believe. So yeah, Christmas is here. Jimbo, always join me. We've been away for a few days. How are you doing?
Were you not entertained?
Sorry, Jimamus Maximus Winimus. That's your new name from now on.
Good, thank you.
Good.
Yeah, everything's good.
Tell the people why we decided to stream today.
Because we had to stream after that epic game. Tottenham absolutely fucking smashing Man United 4-3. We let them have 3 goals to make it entertaining.
We've been on 3 minutes and you've said the F word, so that's my monetization out the window straight away.
Sorry.
Jimbo and I were frightened if we didn't stream, we wouldn't be able to stream as happily on Monday.
You was frightened for that, not me. I wasn't frightened for that.
Should the result go against us tomorrow. So we thought we'd pop in and do a stream and share our predictions. And Chang is coming, but he's running a few minutes late. So while we wait for Chang, let's have a look who is in the chat. We have got Spurs GCTV Graham saying, all right, my lovelies, just popping in to wish you a great show. Smash a like. We'll catch you all later. Big up, Graham. Good to see you as always. Couva Bear is in the house saying Merry Christmas to everyone. Big up, Couvs. Merry Christmas to you, my lovely. Yeah. Graham also been a member for 10 months, saying Christmas hugs to Kate and Jimbo, smash a like. Big hugs back to you. Thank you for being a member for so long. And also Drew Lowe has been a member for 13 months. I can't believe I've had memberships that long. But Drew, your support is unbelievable. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, Princess Kate, to Jimbo and all in chat. Hope everyone's well. Feliz Navidad to all. Big up, Shem. Hope you and your mum are okay. Sending lots of love to you and a Merry Christmas. My beautiful niece is here, Amelia. Merry Christmas to you, Amelia. Only a few days and we're back again. Already counted down days. Can't wait. We've also got Drew saying, I couldn't write a message on the members chat, but big up. Oh, wishing you all a lovely Christmas, Happy New Year. Yes, indeed. Cannot believe we're only 4 days away from the big day. Unreal. Wayne Bonner's here saying, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all well and recovered from the United game. Bring on Liverpool. Come on, you effing Spurs. Yeah, I mean, it didn't matter who we got, did it, really? It was going to be a tough game. Big up, Leo.
Lion.
Leo. I mean, I had a feeling that I had a feeling we might get Arsenal. Jimbo called Liverpool from the off. So he said we'd get Liverpool. Kimberly Chambers last night said that she was worried that we would get Newcastle. That was the one she was the most worried about drawing. So it's interesting.
I said that to you, Kate.
Yeah. Look, if you're going to win the competition, you've got to beat everyone. So, it didn't really matter. Merry Christmas, Noel. Good to see you. Excited yet? Big up, Amelia. Oh, are you at the flat cleaning? I expect you are. We have to do our predictions, obviously, as soon as the show starts, because the first game kicks off in 23 minutes. So we don't want no cheating. Nick has sent his predictions over because obviously he's too big time to turn up and do a show on a Saturday. Mr. Chang has arrived. Good afternoon, Mr. Chang. Long time no see. How are you?
A very good evening here from Southeast Asia, Mr. and Mrs. Boxell. It's a Friday, the 21st of December, the last Friday of the month before Christmas. Come next Wednesday, I'm sure everyone's excited as they are, and they should be as well, given our recent success in the quarterfinals of the Carabao League Cup. And we know that our opponents, our semi-final opponents, are none other than our Sunday League opponents. So that's going to be one heck of a dress rehearsal come Sunday. And I cannot wait to get into today's show with you, Miss Kate. With that said, back to you.
Lovely to have you with us, Chang. What I thought we'd do is, if we do the predictions first, because as I say, Man City kicks off in 22 minutes, and then we can go through, obviously, the Manchester United game, because we haven't had a chance to speak about it yet. Big up Benji says, joy to the world, a day where I do sweet Ethel. Good to see you, Benjamin. Hope you are well. Hope Mickey's well. But yeah, let's get straight into predictions. So don't, be accused of cheating and all that malarkey. We're not Man City here. Make sure you put your
Amelia said, Kate.
She got uninvited.
Yeah.
I did bring it up. I think it's very hectic at the flat because I know the bed's been delivered and whatnot. So my nephew's moving into his flat and expecting his baby any day now. So it's all very hectic down there. So sounds so funny. Liverpool are our Sunday league opponents. Yeah, I know. I did think that the way it came out, it sounds funny. Let's hope we make them look like a Sunday league team. Bloody hell. Shemtan says, thank you, Princess Kate. Mum's still in hospital. Looks like she'll be there for Christmas. So please send us some love and well wishes. Lots of love to your mum. Lots of kisses, lots of well wishes, lots of Christmas miracle hugs that she's out very, very soon. Bless her heart. But we will be thinking of her. But yes, the first game of the weekend is Aston Villa versus Manchester City. I'm going to put it out there straight away that I have done Villa 1, City 2. And Nick, big time Nick, has done a Desmond 2-2 for this one. Jimbo.
Yeah, I think it'd be a draw. I think that, I don't know, Villa at home. I'm going to go with Nick 2-2.
So 2-2 for Jimbo.
Yeah, they can't keep losing City. They're too good.
No, I think of their win today. I've got them down as a win. But Mr. Chang, what do you think? Do you agree City have got to start winning games, or are you? I mean, obviously they've got another injury.
9-1.
Diaz, I think, is out for a while. What's your thoughts on this one?
I think they have to win. That's the only way forward for them. Anything less than a win for them, I think you can effectively rule them out of the race for the championship this season. Not that I don't think that they will stage a late comeback, but everything seems to be falling apart from them all in one go just because of a Rodri, and now with Diaz out. Wow. But I will say this about City and their resilience. I mean, they aren't four-time consecutive champions for no good reason. As such, I still expect them to get a win at Villa Park, although I think it's going to be a very hard-fought and very tightly contested affair. I'm going for the exact same prediction as you, Miss Kate. It's going to be a 1-2 to City.
Well, me and you, Chang, we've got the same, and Nick and Jimbo have got the same. I forgot to say last week's scores. Jimbo got 3 points, Chang got 7 points, I got 5, and Nick, who'd been giving it large all season, got 2. So the scores on the doors are Jimbo on 81, Nick on 97, me on 102, and Chang on 109. It's getting tight. It's getting tight. Kate's coming up the rear all of a sudden.
I won't make a comment there.
No, you don't. Don't you make any comments, you. People say I'm negative, and people can say what they want, but the points are coming. They're coming thick and fast. And if you notice, me and Chang are starting to agree on some scores. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because I'm listening to Chang and going with the 2-1s. But yes, so that was the City game. Brentford, Nottingham Forest is the next game. I think this is a really tricky game to call. Chang, what's your thoughts on this one?
I fully agree with your sentiments. This is going to be a very tricky tie to have to call. I think it can go either way. No doubt, Forest may be the form team, or rather the higher ranked team at the moment in the league table, especially. But you can never, ever, ever rule out Brentford. With or without Ivan Toney, Brentford are still a force to be reckoned with. I think there was one game where I think they won by 4 goals or something like that the previous weekend or the last weekend. So I wouldn't rule out Brentford getting a win. But having said that, despite, I was right. Brentford did beat Newcastle United 4-2. Despite Isak scoring for Newcastle, Brentford still won that game for 4-2. But for this particular fixture, this because of Nuno and it's the festive season, I'm going to go for a Brentford 1 and Forest 2. It's going to be Brentford 1, Nottingham Forest 2.
Interesting. I have gone for not another, but I have gone for a 2-2 draw for this one. And Nick has gone for Brentford 3, Forest 2. So we've got all bases covered. But Jim, what do you fancy for this game?
I think Brentford will win at home against Forest. I don't think Forest are as good away, are they? I'm going to go 2-1 Brentford. 2-1 Brentford.
Interesting. I think Forest have got to fall off eventually. I don't know when it will be, but they've got to fall. Hopefully, they fall off against us.
Brentford are the third highest scoring team in the Premier League.
Oh, are they? Interesting. Yeah. Well, we've got Nottingham Forest on Boxing Day, I believe. So hopefully, they have a mare on Boxing Day against us.
Well, we smash them, don't worry.
You say that about everyone. Ipswich Newcastle. I have gone for 2-1 Ipswich win, and Nick's gone for a 3-1 Newcastle win. Jimbo, you're looking shocked. What's your thoughts on this one and my prediction?
Yeah, I think they've hit a bit of form, Newcastle, haven't they? Just got through in the cup. They're going to be on a high. So I'm going to go with Nicholas. I'm going to do a 3-1 Newcastle.
3-1. Kang, am I talking rubbish when I say that Ipswich can get something out of this game?
Not at all, because Newcastle aren't exactly all that great away on their travels. The previous prediction, I already mentioned that Brentford just only beat Newcastle by 4-2 a fortnight ago. So it's not beyond the realms of impossibility of Ipswich getting a win over Newcastle at home, especially when you think of how Ipswich, got the victory over us. So you can never rule out an Ipswich win here. But regardless of that, all the same, I still think that Newcastle are going to be pumped up for this fixture, especially given how they themselves have booked a place in the semi-finals of the Carabao League Cup, just like us. And having said that, I'm predicting a Newcastle win by 1-2. It's going to be Ipswich 1, Newcastle United 2.
Can't you tell that's our house? Jingle bells is our doorbell. I mean, you can't get any more festive than that, can you? Even when anyone knocks on our door, they love it. They're like, "Is that your doorbell?" Yes, but only at Christmas. So I'm the only one who's gone for an Ipswich win. That's okay. I don't mind being the only one. I was going to say something and I've forgotten what it was. Oh, Serge Reguilon. He put a tweet out. I've only just seen it. He put a tweet out after the match and said, "Look, Mum, I played a football game today," which I thought was quite funny and ironic at the same time. Quite nice. He's making a joke of the situation. I still want him to leave the club, but it was good to see him on the field, I suppose, for a bit of nostalgia. But yeah, I literally just saw someone put it in a group. I hadn't seen it. So next up, we've got West Ham versus Brighton. I've gone for West Ham 1, Brighton 2, and Nick's gone for West Ham 2, Brighton 1. So we've got the 2-1s covered either way. Mr. Chang, I'm guessing you're probably going to go for a 2-1 one way or the other. I don't know which one you're going to agree with, though.
Well, if you had taken a glimpse at the predictions I sent to you 24 hours
I never
earlier.
do. I never look at them at all. You can see that they've not been looked at. I don't look at them until I
It's
talk to
fine.
you.
It's perfectly fine because you can always call me on my bluff and counter check all my predictions with the scores that I sent to you yesterday. But yeah, this is the second prediction for metric 17 in which both of us have the exact same prediction, in which it's going to be a 1-2 away win in favor of Brighton and Hove Albion.
Wow, there we go. Chang agrees with me, you see. Jimbo, West Ham Brighton, do you think it's a 2-1 win to Brighton, a 2-1 win to West Ham, or something different?
No, I'm going. I don't know if you know, Brighton. I think I've only lost once or something to West Ham in so many years, and they've never lost at the West Ham Stadium.
Wow.
What's it called?
Didn't know
What's
that.
it called? Their stadium?
London Stadium.
The what?
The London Stadium.
Yeah, that's it. London Stadium. They've never lost
Not
there.
hard to remember, darling. It's just a town where it is.
Well, when I think of West Ham, I just think of
Upton Park.
well, yeah, and I just think of things I don't like because I don't like West Ham. So 3-1 Brighton.
3-1 Brighton. Oh. I was saying to Chang, Reguilon put a tweet out, Jim, on after the match on Thursday, and he put, "Look, Mum, I played a football match today." Because he actually got some minutes, bless him. Was it Jehovah's Witnesses at our door, Jimbo?
No, it's a stupid delivery, right? And he rings the doorbell. It's William's wire for his computer. But he rings the doorbell and he stuffs the parcel in the post box outside. I mean, why ring the doorbell? And I had to struggle to get it out of it because it's too big for the post box. But if it's something that could break, it would have broke.
Thing is, they're very busy, darling. It's that time of year.
Don't ring the doorbell.
Yeah, but he wanted to hear jingle bells. So there's your answer.
Honestly, he couldn't wait to get away.
Do you know what? The other day I was talking about Jim, and I said it's like living with Victor Meldrew, and you have just seen a glimpse of what I live with. Maybe you know I had a
Tottenham top on.
This is what I have to live with. Victor Meldrew moaning about everything.
I don't know why. I don't know why when they try and stuff it in the post box when it's too big for the post box.
Because they do it just to piss you off, Jimbo. That's why. So you've got something to moan about.
Well, we've got two boxes outside our door. They could have just put it on top of the box and rung the doorbell, and I can walk out the door, pick it up. But no, he has to stuff it in the pillar box.
Have you finished moaning? Sure.
Gets my goat up, Kate, honestly.
Yeah, have you finished moaning?
Yes.
Okay. Next game of the weekend. Crystal Palace versus the Arse. Jim, can Palace smash these dirty gooners?
Well, I am actually going to go against the grain that most people will say Arsenal are going to win, and I'm going to go 2-1 Palace.
That's that's Nick's done 2-1 to Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Palace. I think Palace will beat them at home.
Is that with your head, your heart, or both?
No, with my head. I Palace on a good run at the minute, and when Jimbo's trending, what's that? Treading on thin
Treading on
ice.
thin ice. Yeah, you're
Always tread
driving
on
me
thin ice,
bloody
Leo.
mad.
I love it. No, I think that they've got this with my head. I always do what I think, no matter what. But I think that they're on a good run, and when they beat us, everybody was giving us a hard time. And I did say they're not as bad as everyone thinks, and they've proved that the last month or so. And I think that they'll beat Arsenal 2-1.
Well, I hope you're right. Mr. Chang, do you agree with Jimbo?
I will
What does
agree
Chang
with
know?
myself.
Chang don't know nothing. He's only got 109 points.
Yeah, he's only smashing the granny out of you. And just ignore him. He's in a really irritating mood. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go out today because you're driving me mad and it's only 12 o'clock.
Okay, so for this particular fixture, I am going to stick to my principles of not predicting a win for Woolwich. Having
What,
said that,
Chang?
I am going to go for a draw. This is the only draw for match week 17, the only prediction that ends up in a draw for my match week 17 predictions. It's going to finish 1 apiece at
That's
Selhurst
what I've
Park.
done, Chang.
That's the third. That is the third prediction, same prediction that we've had. We are on a roll.
Yeah. I think this is a potential banana skin for Arsenal, but I just don't think they've got Palace have got enough to beat them, but I think they can certainly get a draw. Tony Rodriguez, stop jumping ahead. We're not at Tottenham yet. Don't come in here with your negative scorelines and jumping ahead.
Mr. Grinch.
Yeah, Grinchy Grinch face. We're not there, and if we were, I would read that as Tottenham 4, Liverpool 2, because it's bloody Christmas. Big up Johnny Bethnal Green. Hope you're well. Not spoke to you for a little while. Hope you're doing well, sir. We'll give you
speak later, Johnny.
Yeah, we'll give you a message later. I hope you and Danielle are okay. Next up for the weekend is Everton Chelsea. Now, Nick has gone with a 2-1 Chelsea win. I have gone with another 1-1 draw. Mr. Chang, what's your thoughts on this one? I'm guessing it isn't a draw because you said that was your only draw. So
That is correct, and that is a very, very good deduction. And this is the first prediction for today in which I'm fully in agreement with Mr. Collison, right? And it's going to be finishing Everton 1 and Chelsea 2.
oh, boo. I don't like that. Jimbo, what about you? Everton, Chelsea.
Do you know what? Chelsea are going to start dropping points sooner or later, right? They are good going forward, but they're not so good in defence. And I think that I'm going to go for a draw this one, Kate. I think I'm going to go. Bless you. I think I'm going to go for a 2-2.
A Desmond.
Yeah, I think Everton gets something out of this game.
I do too, because I think Daesh is quite a sly old fox. So I think he'll get a draw. Big up, Ronnie. Merry Christmas to you too. Side dancer, I'm sorry that you're all poorly. I hope you get better before the big day. Stevie D's here. Big up, Steve. Says just dropping in to say hi and drop a like. Darts and football all weekend. Love it. Yeah, and I've got and boxing tonight. Tyson and Usyk. But I've got a feeling the darts kicks in tonight. I think I think it's some good games tonight. So I don't like it. I don't like it when it's all the people. Are you finished?
Yeah, well, it was good games last night.
Okay, well, you can speak when I have spoken.
Okay, sorry.
I don't like it when there's all the people in it I've never heard of. I like it when it gets down to the nitty gritty. So I think my sister said there's some good games. Jim, you're so irritating. I swear, he's like living with a child.
Boobies!
Well, that's definitely the monetization out the window. It's like the closer you get to Christmas, the more hyperactive it gets. I can't cope with it. Wayne says 1-0 to Everton.
Well, Wayne.
When Chang visited Lapland, what did he ask Santa for?
Probably some hormones, something to make me age, something to make me look more mature. I don't know what it was. It must have been. I don't think I've ever. Now this is strange, and I don't mean to to interrupt our flow here, but
No, you carry on, Chang.
over here, this is the strange thing about about nationalities and it's not racism. It's more like the ideology uh, from where you were brought up. And over here in Southeast Asia, unless you are in a very Christian, heavily populated community like the Philippines, Singapore, maybe even far reaches of Vietnam. Over here, it's all Islamic, it's all Muslim. So I don't think I've ever seen a Santa in a mall. There have been a few Christmas carols going around in the Portuguese village here in my hometown of Malacca in Malaysia. But other than that, I don't think I've ever seen a Santa in a mall. So yeah, this is that sort of racial divide. But if I ever were to visit Lapland, what would I ask Santa for? As a younger kid, maybe my two front teeth. Now as an adult, I just wish for sleep. That's all I ask for. A night's uninterrupted sleep. Also, I can go to work fresh as a daisy the following day. Thank you for asking, Miss Rosie.
Do you
And a
know
Merry
what?
Christmas to you.
Yeah, I would love that, a night of uninterrupted sleep. But when you're with Jim, you don't get a minute of uninterrupted anything. Side dancer, how often does it happen? Players
Yeah,
get
all
a
the
9
time.
darter and lose. Players in snooker get a 147 and lose.
It happens all the
kind
time.
of takes their focus away.
I think only once or twice has someone got a 9 darter and gone through. What's that?
Yeah.
Jimbo better stay from the stair. Boobies.
Big up Yoris. Oh, Super Jimbo. Good to see you. Hope you're well, my lovely. Another one just got over the float. There is so much going about. It's
I
outrageous.
know, I still got it.
Merry Christmas to you, Yoris. Good to see you. Jimbo, did you see the weigh-in? Fury fully kit on plus a leather jacket. What's that all about? I know. I've never seen a weigh-in where they're both fully dressed.
So I don't.
It's the weather.
It's Steve. It's pantomime now. When
It's
you go back to
pathetic.
the 70s and 80s, you never saw anything of the fighters until they walked into the ring and knocked the granny out of each other.
Do you know what? The whole Tyson Fury Usyk thing is pathetic. The fact when they were facing off, Tyson Fury tickled him just made me want to be sick. I used to really like Tyson Fury, but I think he doesn't take it seriously enough anymore, and it gets on my nerves. So I hope Usyk wipes the floor with him tonight. But anyway, enough of my violent tendencies. Let's get on to Fulham Southampton. Now, Nick and I have both agreed on this score, which I'm not going to reveal until you two have given yours. But Jim, I'm going to come to you first. What do you fancy for Fulham Southampton?
Do you know what? It's a difficult one. I feel a bit sorry for Southampton. I know we bashed them up 5-0, but some of their results before that, it's only because we are the mighty Spurs. That was always going to happen. But before that, I think they've been really unlucky with some of their losses. And they've got a new manager coming in. I don't know is he there now?
No, I don't think he's there yet.
Well, I don't know if people know, but he's got a really good reputation of taking teams that are really in the doghouse and getting them out of it.
In the doldrums.
He likes to take over a relegation team and get them out of it, and even get them promoted as well. So I'm going to say there's going to be a manager bounce, and I'm going to go 2-1 Southampton.
Oh, well, you've broken we're all going to predict the same score then. Well done, Jimbo. You're going to... Hang on. Did you just say 2-1 Southampton?
Yeah.
This is why you've got very few points, I think.
Yeah, but we're not even halfway through the season. At the end of the season, when I'm top of the league, right, and I pick up my trophy, right, I want an apology off you, Miss Katie.
I think we've got more chance of Tottenham finishing top of the league than you, darling. That's how unlikely it is. But anyway, moving along to Mr. Chang for some sensible conversation. Fulham, Southampton. How do you see this one going?
It's going to be 2-1 to Fulham at Craven Cottage.
So we've got a 1-2 for Jimbo. We've got a 2-1 for Mr. Chang, and me and Nick have both gone with a 2-0. So to Fulham, Southampton are terrible.
All right. Well, when we do our catch up and the points, and Southampton have won, I would like an apology off of you.
Okay. Big up, Barbaric Disdain. Merry Christmas to you. Lovely to see you. Luckily, I've already made the Jimbo apology forms. I don't think you'll need them for this particular thing. Big up, Robbie.
At least Ben's man enough to do the apology forms.
This is your last warning. If you don't stop, I'm going to kick you off. You'll drive me bloody mad. Robbie from Lily White Lane says, "Afternoon, Kate, Jim and Chang. Hope you're having a great run up to Christmas. Been watching far more darts over the last week than the football. We did watch some darts, but I don't really like it till it's like the quarterfinals. I get so bored. But Jimbo watches it more than I do. But it's not really a sport, I don't think. It's just a hobby. You can play it down the pub. If you can be fat and you can drink when you play it, it isn't a sport. And that's me." Drew saying 2-1. Jimbo gets halfway season 10-point bonus for getting the 4-0 City game right. He didn't say 4-0. He said 4-1.
And then someone said City were going to win 4-0.
Yeah, but you didn't say it on the prediction show, so it doesn't count.
I still said.
Well, I said once that's.
Well,
I don't know, but
Yoris is the judge, and he says it, so it's
no,
final.
You're going to have 10 points taken off if you carry on. 2-0, Ronnie agrees. That's what Nick and I have said. Good afternoon, Kate, Jim, and last but by no means least, the Chang man. Big up, AJ. Good to see you and speak to you this morning. Hope you're well. Villa nearly scored. Wow. Have you not got it on, Jim? Because I expect to run in commentary. I will always admit when I'm wrong. Failure is the greatest teacher. Tottenham definitely know all about that. Just saying. Next up in the Love is in the Air. I can feel it all around. Next up we have Leicester Wolves. I have gone for a 2-1. Nick has gone for a 2-1. Both to Leicester. Mr. Chang, what's your score prediction for Leicester Wolves?
This is going to be my second consecutive 2-1 home win in a row. It's going to be Leicester City 2 and Wolverhampton Wanderers 1.
Oh, so three of us have agreed. Jimbo, are you going to spoil it as you normally do, or are you going to go with the flow with the 2-1?
Well, I'm going to go 2-1 to Wolves.
Oh. Honestly, you ruined it. Side Answer agrees with you. 2-1 Wolves, and so does Drooler.
See?
2-0 Wolves. Wow. Well, there you go, Chang. What do we know? We might be completely wrong.
Wow.
And Rose is saying Desmond. But then we have.
Oh my God,
Man
Kate.
United. What?
Oh my God. The City keeper has done a save, and the ball was that much to go to be over the line. What a save.
We've got Man United, who were obviously smashed midweek against Bournemouth as the next game. Jim, what's going to happen with this one?
This is a hard one because Bournemouth are doing all right, aren't they? And Man United have just got smashed by Spurs. So I'm going to go. I'm going to go 1-1. I think it'd be a draw.
1-1 for Jimbo. Mr. Chang, Man United at Old Trafford. What's your thoughts on this one?
I'm thinking that United are going to want to get some retribution for their rather disappointing exit from the quarterfinals of the Carabao League Cup. I think they will bounce back to win against Bournemouth. As such, this is going to be my third consecutive 2-1 home win in favor of United.
Okay. Yes, Lumen. Smashed like an avocado, they were. Smashed a bit. I've gone the same as Jimbo, but slightly different because I've gone for another Desmond. I've gone for a lot of 2-2s this week. And Nick has gone for a 2-1 Bournemouth win. So, again, we've got all bases covered.
Good, Nick.
But the final game of the weekend, we will talk about after. In fact, we'll do that first, and then we'll talk about the fantastic smashing of Manchester United on Thursday. Obviously, it's Tottenham, Liverpool. I don't think there's anyone going to be back. I mean, we've been away, and I've got to be honest and say I haven't really read or watched anything to do with football. I've been having some real family time, which has been lovely. But as far as I'm aware, Mr. Chang, I don't know if you know any different. We won't be having anybody. We haven't got anyone coming back from injury for this game. So unless I've missed something,
Yeah,
please
your
tell me.
doggy.
Oh, your doggy's back, is that?
Yeah, your doggy. They think it's going to be ready.
Okay, so well, I hope he drops Porro then and puts Spence there. I don't, Chang, what changes? What do you think he's going to do? Who's going to play? What's your thoughts?
So I did a very short preview of this Sunday's game over on Mr. Robbie Clark's Lily White Lane channel, and I very specifically mentioned that if Judd Spence is fully fit, if he's up for it, I would love nothing more than to see him start at left back, keep hold of that left back, assuming Udogi isn't fully fit. But if Udogi is indeed fit and if he is coming back into the fold, if he's going to retain his left back spot, then for me, if I had to choose between Pedro Porro and Jet Spence at right back, I would stick with Jet Spence at right
Yeah.
back over Pedro Porro. The defensive solidity from Spence is as good as a goal for us because if Porro plays there, you can expect that right flank to get torn to shreds. And no disrespect to Porro. As much as I love him going forward and scoring the odd goal or two, this is not the match for us to go gung ho, especially if what I said earlier does come to pass and that we do treat this game like a dress rehearsal for the home and away semi-final ties against Liverpool, which I believe is in less than a month. No, was it two weeks? Is it, or is it 3 weeks from now? It's something. It's in the first week of January.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it's about 3 weeks, I think.
so this is very much a dress rehearsal for those two semi-final ties, and the back four my preferred back four would be Udogi if he's fit, Dragushin and Archie Gray, of course, filling up for Van der Ven and Romero, and Spence at right back. As for the midfield, I think it's going to be Madison. I really hope he does pull off something for us in this match. He's going to have to run the show for us if we have to get anything. Having said that, if Madison is playing as the attacking midfielder, I would love to see Pape Matasar and Kulusevski as our centre midfield pairing. That leaves our front three, Son, Solanke, and Johnson. Just so long as Timo Werner, who wasn't even on the bench the evening before against United, as long as he doesn't get anywhere that starting 11, I honestly feel that we do have a chance to, at the very least, get a draw on Sunday tomorrow. Back to you, Miss Kate.
Is that your prediction, Chang? Are you going for a draw?
My heart says a draw, but for this prediction show, I'm going to follow my head and go with the fourth consecutive and final 2-1 home win prediction. It's going to be Spurs 2 and Liverpool 1.
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Jim, I think you're in agreement. Porro has not been great this season.
No. He's been all right. He's not been like terrible, but he's had some games where he's not been so good. I tell you what, Kate, the City keeper's done two absolutely world-class saves. One of them, the ball's 3/4 over the line. Unbelievable. Two unbelievable saves he's done.
Should I tell you what else? It's blowing a bloody gale. The weather outside is
I don't
frightful.
care. I'm in the front room, all nice and toasty warm.
It's chilly up here. Yeah, I mean, I think Spence needs to start. Midfield, do you agree with Chang? Madison, Kulu, and Sarr? I think was the three you picked. Is that the three you go with?
Yeah, I think he might drop Madison and put Basuma in.
Oh,
I think he might. I don't know. But look, it doesn't matter. Look, at the end of the day, the last 2 games we've scored 9 goals. Why are people worried? Right? If you've watched Liverpool this season, they have looked good, but there's games they shouldn't have won where the other teams have got at them. And you know, they've been lucky in some games. I mean, Southampton should have beat them. Southampton gifted them that game, right? If Southampton hadn't made stupid mistakes, they would have won that game. So look, why worry? It's Liverpool coming to our home ground, coming to the mighty Spurs, 4-1 to Tottenham, 4-1. Why you got your head in your hands? They're coming to us, Kate. We score goals, right?
so the salary is absolutely flying at the minute.
Archie Gray's been brilliant, right? And Postecoglou will have a plan, and we're nullify them attacking, and we're going to smash in 4 goals, and they might get a lucky penalty or something. 4-1 Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.
Well, Nick has said
I will say this.
Go on.
You were saying. No, you first. Okay.
Well,
very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, very quickly. In defense of Mr. Boxall, he mentioned Archie Gray earlier, who's been doing a fantastic job wherever he's been called upon, whether it's right back, defensive midfield, or even as a centre back. For me, I know we haven't gone into the review against United in the League Cup, but for me, that Thursday evening, Archie Gray was comfortably my man of the match for that game.
Brilliant. Brilliant. You got to look at it, Kate. That we've got a real depleted team, but this team has come together, right? And a few weeks ago, everyone was crying, right? Ange out. This player's crap. That player's crap. 2 weeks later, we've scored 9 goals through to a semi-final, and won 5-0.
Do you know the funny thing with that though, Jim, is all the ones that were saying Ange out haven't changed.
I don't care.
Still Ange out.
Yeah, well, Ange out, Ange in, whatever. All I know is we've scored 9 goals in 2 games, and Southampton are not as crap as everyone think they are. If you've watched some of their games this season,
yes, some really of their unlucky. Games, but
yeah, some of their games they can play football, Kate. But
I know, but can I just get a word in edgeways? I agree with you. But against us, they were terrible.
Yeah, because we took it to them, right? And we didn't give them a chance. Scored in the first 30 seconds. And just kicked on from there. That was more to do with Spurs than it was to do with Southampton. Some of the football we played in that game was absolutely sublime. We beat Southampton 5-0, right? Let the celebration police come out and it's only Southampton, right? We beat them 5-0. If you beat anyone in the Premiership 5-0, that means you've played well. So I'm going 4-1 Tottenham. We're going to beat Liverpool on our home patch.
Well, Nick's gone 2-1 Liverpool.
Don't surprise me.
I've done another Desmond. I've done a 2-2. So look, it should be a great game. Nick Ange. Oh my God, Ben says I'm still Ange out. My position hasn't changed. We bought a disgraceful Southampton team and almost threw it away we beat a disgraceful Southampton team and almost threw it away against a poor United team. Well, that poor United team did beat City, right? And they've got a very good manager and they've got some very good players. So I think sometimes you've got to give credit where it's due, Benji.
Yeah, and you can't blame Ange for two mistakes with the backs and the goalkeeper, and they'll learn from that, and they won't do the same mistakes this week. 4-1.
I listened to Sam Matterface yesterday, and his words were, anyone that thinks that Ange was responsible for that almost capitulation against Man United is off their head. That was just individual errors. And I think that's been the tale of a lot of the games we've lost, Jim. You've always stood by the fact that we've got to stop making these individual errors. Otherwise, they're the ones that cost us the games. It's not actually the manager.
Hmm.
Yeah, look, the one time I want you to talk and you don't bloody talk.
No, I agree with you 100%. I've been saying it all season, Kay. He has made some mistakes, Ange. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say that he's perfect because he's not. He's made some bad substitutions, right? And he's set up the team wrong on a couple of occasions, and put players in the wrong positions for me. But I think he's starting to get it right. And look, how can you not like Ange? He's passionate. He wants us to win. He wants us to win. That's why he's here. He's come here to win. He's a winner. He's not a loser. He wins everywhere he goes. So, I mean, what do you want? Another manager that's going to sit back and so you score, you go 1-0 up and you sit back and just wait until the other team end up scoring. No, he goes 1 up. He wants another goal, go 2 up, wants another one, go 3 up. That's the football we want to see. I mean, how can you not sit here and watch that Man United game and say that it didn't pump your blood? It pumped my blood so much I nearly got an erection. It was brilliant.
Pumped my blood so much, I nearly had a heart attack. I thought I was going to keel over at one point. I can't cope with it.
We made some mistakes, but we come through it. That's why, at the end of the day, in the record books, once we've won this cup and we've lifted it, it'll say in the semi-final, in the quarter-final, we beat United, right? The game before that, we beat City. We beat Liverpool in the semi-final. And we're going to beat Arsenal in the final. I said this in my predictions, on one of my predictions for the Irish Hotspur, and it's coming true.
The thing is, Ben, we can't manage a game of football for toffee playing out from the back. If you listen to Ange's interview, he said, you're making it sound like I tell my players to play that way. I don't. I don't think Ange tells them to play exactly like they did. I don't think Ange tells Forster to mess up. I don't think Ange tells, I think it was Basuma, to pass back to Forster when he was under pressure. Everyone is so quick to jump on Ange, but you've got to give these players, they've got to take accountability as well. If we'd have lost that lead and lost that game, or it gone to penalties and we won, but it had drawn in real time, or whatever you call it, in the 90 minutes, that wasn't on Ange. It was on the players making stupid mistakes.
Hey,
and
let me ask Ben something, right? Ben, you pay a lot of money to go and watch Tottenham Hotspur, right? Tell me that you never went there and wasn't entertained, because you was. That was a game of football, right? And we come out on top, so it doesn't matter. We're through to the semis, not Man United, and you and everybody in that stadium was entertained. There is no doubt about that.
Yogi Bear says there's not a manager that our entire fan base will be okay with. It's obvious, just ignore them. We will win everything and people will still complain. Wayne says, I'm with Jim. I love our football under Ange. My first manager as a Spurs fan was Birkinshaw, and we're playing the same type of football.
Yeah.
Rosie says, all hail Jimbo. Ben says, I would agree with you if we didn't have the lowest long balls in the league.
Look, Ben, you are exactly right. Look, sometimes they've got to use their head a bit, and they're not at a minute. But look, when we make mistakes like we did against Man United, right, it doesn't matter now because we come out on top. If we would have lost, it would have mattered. We would be sitting there having a different conversation. But he will sit them down and he will talk to them about it. Like he said to the interviewer, I don't tell them to make them mistakes,
Yeah.
Sometimes they've got to think a bit more before they do it. So he'll sit them down and talk about that. So we should see less of it.
I agree with David Clark here. You can't blame Ange for those 2 Coxburgh goals, but sorry, those goals are not 100% on Forster.
No, I agree with that.
Seeing defenders not take responsibility when possession of the ball, I don't care.
Yeah.
Look, I completely agree with that. The pass back was ridiculous. And it's never.
And do you know what, Kate? You know what? I saw on some social medias, not just on YouTube, but on Twitter, on Facebook, I saw people really slating Forster, right? Forster. And the thing is, he saved us so many times this season. So you can't, you look, we're human beings and we will make mistakes. Everybody makes a mistake. I've made a million mistakes in my life, and they're sportsmen. All sportsmen make mistakes. It's, if they learn by it, that's the big thing. So, you've got to think of Forster when he saved us against Rangers. He saved us so many times. When we played City and won 4-0, they could have been 2-0 up if it wasn't for him. So it's...
Well, Ben says he wasn't entertained. He was shitting himself whilst being freezing cold. Well, I was entertained without any shadow. Bring back our dealer's ball. Oh, we just did it, but renamed it Ange Ball. David Clark says Gray's 18. He's been coached since he was 8. You take responsibility if you pass to the keeper and he messes up for a goal. You don't pass it to him again. Moments later, you turn it away into space. Yeah, I completely agree. And yeah, Forster did save our bacon against Rangers massively.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soren's here saying the quad is on.
Come on, Soren.
Leo says, for me, Forster's been amazing. He had freak errors that were avoidable, but I can't be mad at him. He's won us and kept us in games single-handedly.
Yeah,
I do agree. I think he's been marvellous. Ben, I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care if we concede 3 goals every game, as long as we score 4. That is honestly how I feel. And that might be, people probably slate me for that and go, oh, defences win titles. I want to be entertained. I want to win, obviously. But I also want to be entertained while we do it. And I love the 4-3s. And as much as they nearly give me a heart attack. I mean, Chang, what's your thoughts on that? Were you entertained, or were you having a nervous breakdown, or was it a bit of both?
I was thoroughly entertained. The moment I saw that starting lineup, I knew that we would definitely give United a game. And when I saw that Onana was on the bench, I thought, well, this is a United team that's there for the taking. No disrespect to them. I know that they still have players that can really hurt teams, especially City, who found it out a little too late last weekend in Manchester. But there are a few things I want to say with this in this respect with our players. Firstly, Fraser Foster. If Thursday evening was the worst game of his Spurs career, I'm going to come out now and make a prediction that he is going to be our man of the match tomorrow, and that tomorrow we would see Fraser Foster put on his best performance in his Spurs jersey in his Spurs career. It's almost like a Jekyll and Hyde. It's kind of like our league form. We can beat City, we can beat United, we can get off to a flyer against Chelsea, but you never know what's just around the corner. So Fraser Foster is going to turn it around for me. He's going to be our man of the match tomorrow. As for being entertained, I mean, honestly, this is by far one of the better managers we've had in a long, long while. I know that his tactics, his substitutions, maybe even his man management, or even the things that he say in the press or in interviews isn't really all that pleasing, especially when you take into consideration how close he was prior to the Southampton game to getting the sack because of the 2-0 lead that we threw away against Chelsea. But yeah, this right here, just looking at the scoreline, you would think, wow, that was a very tightly contested affair. 3-0 inside the hour mark against United. If it wasn't for the Foster mistakes, I don't think we might. I don't think that United might even have scored on Thursday. Having said that, I think trying to predict us getting a clean sheet tomorrow is a bit of lunacy. But yeah, I am still backing Foster to be our man of the match tomorrow. And I'm quietly confident we can get a draw. Anything more than a draw is going to be a big bonus, but I'm still sticking with my 2-1 prediction. Back to you, Miss Kate.
Kate.
La,
That was
la,
the
la,
most
la, la,
censored
la,
vocal
la.
stream.
Oh, that's original. I forgot I muted it. Look, I think we can get a draw. Ben says he doesn't want to concede 3 goals in a game. He wants to see pride in defending as much as strikers have pride in scoring.
Do you know what, Ben? You're right. I don't want to see 3 goals against us in a game. But if it is and we win 4 and we score 4, and then I can handle that. But I don't want to see us let in 3 goals. But look, as long as we come out on top, I don't really care what the score is, as long as we win. But I love an exciting game, and that game the other day, even though it was our own downfall, I mean, just watch. Look, there's on YouTube, Abby Summers and is it Flex his name? The Man
Yeah.
United. They went to the game together. Just watch them on YouTube, right? What's the program, Kate? They're in. What's it called?
DR Sports.
DR Sports, and it's just a fantastic watch because it's backwards and forwards. You know, them taking the pee out of each other and having a laugh, and it's what football's about. You know, they both left there and they both was happy, even though they lost United. The other guy was still smiling.
I hope I'm wrong, but I think Salah will destroy us. Good afternoon, Ian Barron. Hope you have a great weekend, whatever you're doing. Don't get sober. I think Jim's been sniffing the sherry trifle already. Oh, I was on the sherry last night. I was invited to Chris Cowling's Christmas party. And I was on the sherry, just saying. Getting ready for Christmas. Someone says 2 goals were just simple mistakes which can be wiped out. We got the win. That's all that counts. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, me personally, I'd rather watch a 4-3 than I would watch a 1-0. And people are saying, but you want to see a professional performance, a well-oiled machine. We score and then we're tight. Me, selfishly, I like to watch a game that's a bit of edge of your seat. Why are you yawning?
Because that's so boring. People
Yeah,
want
the
to see a
1-0.
one. Yeah,
Oh, I know.
and sit back. It's so boring. My God.
See, look,
I
best
mean, I
team
got
was
so bored of watching Conte, right? We'd go 1-0 up, then they'd all sit behind the ball. He even had Kane coming back, right? And then we'd end up drawing 1-1 or losing 2-1. I mean, that was just so frustrating. Score, go and score again. Score again,
Yeah.
go and score again. That's what the football's about, scoring goals.
Yeah. I will say, obviously, after the match, he was in good spirits. Mr. Chang using the gladiator phrase of "you're not entertained."
Yeah.
I think that would have rattled a few people, sort of saying, you know, this is how he wants to play. This is what he wants to see. He doesn't want boring games. Did it rattle you? Do you think maybe we should be trying to be a bit more sort of professional, you know, and just shut up shop? What's your thoughts?
You know what I'm thinking, and this I really do hope that I am wrong in this regard, but the way he is just trying to put on this facade, he's trying to put on this act that he's very rigid, that he's very one-dimensional, that he has no other style, no other approach, no other strategy up his sleeve. It could actually be his single greatest gambit that he has yet to play, yet to deploy, in which case teams will actually take us for granted, thinking that we are just so gung ho, especially say against Liverpool tomorrow. If Liverpool do, think that they are going to be in for an easy win because we're going to be so exposed. You never know. You just never know when Big Ange tells the team, you know what, this is the day. Today is the day we show that we are more than just an Ange ball team. We can park the bus like Jose Mourinho and win games with the dark arts the hard way. It's not going to be easy on the eye. Don't get me wrong, but we are going to see different variations from Big Ange without going too much into how he's going to do it. It is going to change games for us. And can you imagine if we actually made it all to the final and we did face Woolwich, and that would be the game where he just makes do without all this high press Ange ball. He just goes for the win, shuts up shop. We get our first trophy in God knows how many years, and then everyone can see that Big Ange does indeed have the footballing brain that we know will win us trophies. Back to you, Miss Kate.
Yeah, I mean, I think he called out a lot of pundits saying that he's tactically inept, and I think the disrespect that's put on Ange Postecoglou is unbelievable. I don't think he's tactically inept in any way. I do think sometimes he's a little bit stubborn, but he's shown he can change it up because we played more counter-attacking football against City and we absolutely destroyed them. And I'm wondering if he'll do that sort of thing tomorrow, although I'm not sure he's got the personnel. Without Van der Ven, I think it's difficult to play that way. But I mean, Jim, did you?
We ain't doing too bad.
No, but we're still playing the Ange way. I'm talking about when he played against City. We played more. Like he didn't invert the fullbacks as much, and the high line wasn't quite as high. And what?
I think he'd do that tomorrow, Kate.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think he'd change it for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think he will. I think they won't be so front foot. They'll still be front foot because that's the way we play football. But I think he'll rein it in a bit because it's Liverpool. And I honestly promise you now, I am not worried about playing them at all. I've watched Liverpool games this season, and they're well beatable. You can score against Liverpool without any shadow of a doubt, and we can score goals. So that's it. I'm not worried.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is with me? I don't really worry about playing anyone. I just hate the reaction after if we lose. I don't want to go near YouTube.
Fuck the reaction. Right, we're still out do our YouTubes, and we won't lose. I was going to say if we lose, we won't lose tomorrow, so it don't really matter. But I don't care what other people's reactions. It's our reaction on our channel that matters.
Rosie says, "Where do you think Andrew's gone wrong? He was an elite manager for Celtic. I think he's still that, but it's just the league is a lot more difficult, and we're not Celtic. He had the best players in the Scottish League to play. You know, it's just a whole different level. I mean, Chang, do you think he's done anything wrong, or do you think it's just the levels are different?"
There are two ways of looking at this. To say that he's doing something wrong isn't entirely untrue, because there are times where if he had just maybe tweaked a little or even made substitutions a whole lot sooner, rather than wait until the 70th, 80th minute to make those substitutions, maybe we could have seen a lot better performances from the team. The league table in itself suggests that, but as far as Big Ange is concerned, I honestly think that he is an elite manager. The only difference is that because, and this is based purely on my own experiences playing Football Manager and FIFA Manager, when you have this setup that works so well in a particular league or a continent, you are thinking that this automatically translates to championships and titles elsewhere. Whereas I think this couldn't be further from the truth. And in all honesty, unless Big Ange actually starts showing a bit more of variation to the way we approach matches, consistently just playing this high line, this suicidal, high line defense mentality, this isn't going to get us anywhere. But Big Ange will get us there. He will see us over the finish line. He has that elite mentality. It's only a matter of will he have the players to be able to carry out his instructions to the very end. I would actually think that tomorrow might be the first in a long run of games where we see a different variation to Ange ball. It's not park the bus, sort of like shut up shop from the first minute and just wait to hit Liverpool on the counter. But we are going to see something different. We might even see our fullbacks not invert against Liverpool. That's what I'm predicting tomorrow as well. So keep our faith in Big Ange. Let's just see what transpires in the next 30 hours when we play Liverpool. And come on, you Spurs.
Exactly. Good to see you, Swim Master. Long time no see. Hope you're well. Barney's here and says Celtic has a winning mentality. Ange was backed. Ben says Celtic spend 60% of the league's budget on players and they already have the best team. Soren says he's won everywhere he's been. Each league has been teams coming from nowhere and each team were made into winning teams. He will succeed here,
100%.
says Soren. And Sidarza says, I love how much Jimbo has confidence. I bet back in the day he could have sold a tin of paint to the Queen. He could sell sand to the Arabs. That's what my gramps used to say. Jimbo, if he believes in something, he believes in it 1,000,000%. But I mean, Jim, just quickly asking you that question.
Can I just say something? There's nothing not to believe in, Ange, right? He's been around football for over 30 years. He was a footballer and then he became a manager. He's been a manager 26 years. I think his football career was shorter than what it should have been, but he was a decent player as well. He's gone from He's gone from Australia, where he won, right, with a team that was in relegation. The Australian team was in disarray. He took them to win a trophy. He went to Japan, took a team in relegation, right, and won the league. He took over Celtic when they were in disarray, right, and he won the treble there. He won trophies there in his first season, and he will win it with us. He's an astute guy, Kate. You can tell by his interviews he's not an idiot, and he will get it right. This is a different league to where he's ever been, but he will get it right. He's learning as well as the players are learning, and you've got to think that we don't spend massive money on players, right? So he's got to build his team. It's going to take a bit of time, but I think he's done miracles with the team that he's got. You know, when you think of all the players we've got out injured, our first team, half of them are out injured, and we're still in the top 10, and we're in the semi-final of a cup. So you've got to give the man a credit, and he will learn as he goes along. You saw against City, he changed it, and I think he will change it a bit tomorrow as well. And we've got to stick with this guy. I'm telling you now, if we don't stick with this guy, it's going to be a massive mistake.
There you go. Jimbo has spoken. I was actually going to say, do you think he's doing anything wrong? But I think you've it's just the different levels. The fact that Celtic were in the Scottish League, he's coming to Tottenham. I think the expectations at Tottenham are much higher than they were at Celtic. I know people say Celtic are expected to win every year, but it's not as competitive a league as it is the Premier League. So I'm not convinced he's doing anything wrong. And his interview that triggered so many people, I thought was brilliant. I like that he mocks people that try and take the piss out of him. I like that he asks whether you're entertained. And I like that he says, look, yeah, I love it. The fans are entertained. I love it, but we want to win. So all these people that say all people want is entertaining football. No, Ange's a winner. He wants to win. And the fans are winners. They want to win. But it'd just be nice if we could win and enjoy watching the game while we win. Enjoy the style.
Well, in the Carabao Cup, right, we've knocked out Man City and we've knocked out Man United, right? I would say that if you had any manager in, right, you would say that is some feat, no matter who it was. If you had Pep in, right, you would say that is some feat knocking out them.
We've had the hardest run to the final.
Yeah, two of the biggest powerhouses in football. Now we've got Liverpool. Yeah, and them three are the ones that have won it, as Ange said in his interview. Over the last few years, it's been them three. We're going to knock Liverpool out, right? And I think Arsenal get to the final, and we're going to fucking smash Arsenal and all. So we're going to lift that trophy, and everybody who says Ange can't do this has got to.
Do you think there's any chance that Newcastle knock out Arsenal and we get Newcastle in the final?
I think it's fate. I think it's fate that we're going to play Arsenal in the final.
Chang, what about you? You think the same?
I fancy Newcastle to make it to the final. I really do. Not that there's anything wrong with Arsenal beating in final, but I do have this sneaky feeling that Arteta might just prioritize the league over the League Cup. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are still very much in Champions League, so maybe they will prioritize the Champions League and the league proper, and maybe sort of put the League Cup and the FA Cup in their peripheral version, in their vision. Having said that, it's not, because you must understand it is a home and away two-tie league, so anything can happen in those two leagues. So yeah, Newcastle have every chance, much like us. Newcastle have every chance to make it to the final, much like us.
Yeah, and you know the other thing is Liverpool, you would think, would be focusing on the league. They've got a huge chance to win the league this year. So I would think that will be their priority over the League Cup. So that could work in our favour as well. What is that? Oh, it's all right. I thought it was a needle on the floor, but it's a bit of plastic. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I kind of feel like it's written in the stars. Something good might be coming our way. And I'm holding on to that, particularly at Christmas, because we've all got to hold on to the nice things, regardless of what the celebration police say. Big up Lisa says, so glad I get to be here chatting with you all after a huge Spurs win. Exactly. Arteta will be desperate to win a trophy to shut people up. They have the bragging rights over us for the last few years. Yeah.
Benji, we haven't won a trophy. We haven't won a trophy for 16 years, right? Is it 16 years? We're desperate to win a trophy as well, and we've got a manager that will be able to pump them up and get them going if we get them in the final. Honestly, try and change your way of thinking, Ben. Think what you're saying about them. Think about that with us. We haven't won a trophy for a long, long time, and we've got a manager that's a winner chicken dinner, and he'll pump them up.
Exactly that. We've got to. All we can do is hope, get behind the lads, get behind the manager, and hope that it comes good. Mr. Chang, obviously we'll be back Monday because it's the Premier League recap. It's all a bit. My head's a bit blur because we took them few days off, but we will be streaming Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on Christmas Day, which everyone is welcome to come on to. Chang, have you got anything particular planned, or is it all family time now? What's your plans?
In terms of my YouTube or my online appearances or even any media appearances, I don't think I have anything planned from between now until Monday. So unless Mr. Ian Neff is going to be doing a late Sunday night post-match review show on Spurs Diehards with Mr. Adrian Stroker and possibly Mr. Mark Cousins, I might just be there tomorrow. But other than that, it's going to be Monday as usual. Same time, same place. In about, let's see now, it's going to be 47 hours from now, come Monday at noon. So I will definitely be here. You can count on me. And if you are going to be back in the We Are Tottenham TV pump up, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. That's for sure. I think that's about it for me. And I am looking forward to the festive season. This is the one time of the year where I really get to spend some quality time with the family. Unfortunately though, because I am still very new in my job, so this is that one particular year in which I have to forego a lot. But I still have my Spurs fans, not my Spurs family. I still have my Spurs family here with me, and I couldn't have wished for a better place to be right now, both mentally and also spiritually and emotionally. So I am looking forward very much to tomorrow's match, and we will definitely be seeing each other come Monday at noon. Back to
Chang,
you.
you know something? Chang, I love you. I love you.
The feelings mutual, Mr. Boxer. Feelings mutual.
So you talking about your job? Are you not spending? Are you with your family Christmas Day, Boxing Day, or how's it work?
So I am back here right now, today, Saturday, and I will still be with my family tomorrow. We did have a bit of a dinner earlier. I will be sharing the photo that I took with both my daughters, some 3 hours earlier at around 6 p.m., which is about 9 a.m. Saturday morning British time. So I'm going to be sharing the photo with you. Come Wednesday, though, unfortunately, because of work commitments, and I did mention that this is an Islamic country, a Muslim country, so anything to do with Hanukkah, anything to do with Thanksgiving, anything to do with Good Friday or Easter Friday, you name it, anything to do with, that side of the religion, that is all overlooked over here. But nonetheless, I still am very much looking forward to the next Wednesday, which is the New Year's, the New Year of 2025. That is something that all countries would definitely have to respect, and that is when I will be having my end of year gathering with my daughters on a Wednesday. So I am very much looking forward to that. But for me it's work as usual. But since I'm back here at home in Malacca with my daughters, I am very much looking forward to spending the whole of tomorrow with them.
Oh, it's a shame that you're not with them on Christmas Day.
So do you not get Christmas presents for each other?
Well, in the previous company that I worked with, we did have a Christmas exchange. In my family, we don't actually get each other presents for Christmas, but because it is December and because my youngest daughter and I share birthdays in December, that's when pretty much everyone gets presents during our birthday week in the first week of December. So you could say that the first week of December is pretty much like our own version of a Christmas here in Malacca, and yeah, it was very festive, which is why I was more than pleased to be sharing with you what you received from me a fortnight ago, and you can expect more of the same from me in a year's time. But yeah, for me, this is why the construction industry is not a it's not an easy industry to try to spend too much family time, especially if you're not at the top rung, if you're not at the managing hierarchy, the cannon fodder, the disposable, frontliners like me. We have to just make do with what we have. And I am still grateful and thankful that I still get the weekends off. But yeah, unfortunately, there's not much leeway for us. But yeah, in terms of sharing presents, Mr. Boxell, the first week of December is where we share all our presents, much like Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Lisa is travelling over to see her family on a plane tomorrow, so safe travels to you.
Yeah.
Benny's going to the protest. Good luck to anyone going. It's going to be bloody freezing. Not sure it'll make any difference, but hats off to you for doing it. And yeah, stay warm and safe. We are travelling again to Kent on the
28th.
28th.
Yeah.
But we will be streaming right up till Christmas, and on Christmas Day, and on Boxing Day, and on New Year's Eve at some point. So look out for us, Chang. You know you're always welcome on at any of the shows if you're around and you want some company. But yeah, Jimbo and I, congratulations as well, Chang, on your premiere of the Pump Up show on We Are Tottenham TV. Did you enjoy it?
It was nerve wracking. I'll be completely honest. When you know that a lot of the attention is going to be focused on the new guy around the block on the block, but with Jose there, with Bobby Kang and the myth, the legend, and just the inspirational figure that is Brian Daigle all around me, it was quite possibly the best possible way I could have ever envisioned my debut on a pre-match pump up. And I did send a super chat to Ben and Sim yesterday when they were doing the Liverpool, no, not, yeah, they were doing the Liverpool preview yesterday around the same time. And they didn't reach out to me personally, but they did mention live on the air that they would welcome me back if there is an opening for me. So I am very very honored and beyond excited to be welcomed to the fold. And yeah, thank you very 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 much for even giving me this platform to showcase what I am able
You're part of the
to
channel now, Chang.
contribute.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
are.
Yes, correct. What I was saying is that thank you so very much for giving me this platform to showcase what I can do on YouTube, which I think partially did lead to my recent appearances on Premier League Fan Zone and also the pre-match pump up debut of mine the evening before. So, if anything, thank you very very much, Mr. and Mrs. Boxer.
Always. And I do the midweek pump ups usually. So sometimes we're stuck and I shall be going, Chang, can you come on and help me? But yeah, we enjoyed it. We watched as much as we could. Like I say, we were spending family time, but we will be back on there tomorrow at 3:00. Jim, anything? You're not anywhere else, are we? Just that tomorrow,
No,
and then
just
Monday we're back here.
yeah. Just us. When we on next?
We're doing the pre-match pump up tomorrow with Jacob, and then we're back here on Monday at 12. Exactly
Okay.
right, Shem Tam. He's not part of the channel, he's part of the family. Exactly right. Our big Spurs family. I was asked last night what was my highlight of this year, and I said going to the Ipswich game with everyone and meeting the legends as well. But I said more than anything, it's just on YouTube, you meet so many people and they become like your closest friends, even though a lot of the time, like obviously we've met the likes of Ben, we've met Brian, Leo. But
So
we've never
when you
met
say
Bobby.
meet the legends, you mean meet Ben, meet Phil,
Yeah,
meet
exactly.
Brian, meet Leo. They're the legends.
We've never met Bobby Kane, but I consider him to be one of our closest friends. So it's crazy. Ben, are we still doing the Crazy Gang, or are we just going to do a random show where we come onto the coffee company and just talk rubbish? You'll have to let me know. Because we was going to arrange something, but we have been so busy. I know it's not an excuse, but it's just been crazy. And my great nephew's due to drop anytime. So it's all systems go.
Ben.
You are a legend, Ben. Listen, everyone, thank you for watching. Please smash a like on the way out. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the game. Cheer on the boys. Look out for us tomorrow on the pre-match pump up at We Are Tottenham TV, and then back here at 12 on Monday. Jim, I'm going to let you finish the show as only you can.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Don't let the celebration police ruin your football. 5-0 against Southampton. The celebration police were out trying to ruin it. 4-3 against Man United. The celebration police were out trying to ruin it. Don't let them ruin it. We are the Spurs. 9 goals in the last 2 games. Doesn't matter who you play. You score 9 goals. That means you're a good team. We will win tomorrow. Have faith. 4-1 incoming. You might not think so. You might sit there thinking this guy's deluded. But I'm telling you now, these guys are going to kick in tomorrow and they're going to show that we're a serious team. All right? Believe. Have faith. Come on, you fucking Spurs.
Giving opinions with no regret, smashing the top bins like in the onion net. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listen in. The perfect match. Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter. Mix and transfer news, it's what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin, while Kate's Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like Lenny stop robbing, or she's just flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect